into 149th, you have 81 years. So we are now in the second week after Easter, which my year goes from Easter to Easter, like the Orthodox, resurrection to resurrection. What happened in the second period of 81 after creation would be the question. And what happened in the second period of 40, in the period from AD 70 till now, in church history, let's say. And what happened in the 121 period, if you go from creation till now. And then we have a lot of blank spaces in the maps next, because God has promised to bless us in Exodus for thousands of generations. This is in the year of the world 2513 according to Usher. Well, thousands of generations, my Hebrew scholar friends say, is at least 3,000 generations times 40 years gives you 120,000 years. So 120,000 plus 2513 gives you some kind of ending period. Well, I thought that would be nice to put that into 7 to the 4th power, or 2,401 years. So what had happened in the second 2,401 years of creation? So 2513 was Exodus, so we're right in that period of time. And then you do the same thing for, it says 1,000 generations in Deuteronomy, so that's 868 periods of time. Then I do some stuff with the Mayan calendar scientists and Olaf Stapledon, who had a 16 billion year future kind of a thing, and it gets very complicated. But
oh well.
Just beginning to understand this.
But you see, wouldn't it be nice if our children had grown up learning, oh, wow, this is right in the middle of the year, what's happening in the year 2000? Oh, that's somewhere around Abraham, you see. Then we would know our biblical chronology, we would know our church history, etc. So that's why I did the lectionary historian. And it's all in here somewhere.
Actually, the history at a glance thing is really cool. And it
yeah.
does.
Oh, this is, Elder Rorta came up with this. That's it. What page is that
some
on?
explanation.
It's page 19, yeah.
It needs a little explanation, but it is really cool.
Right. The basic idea is 49 is a biblically significant number. It's 7 times 7. There's 49s. So as Chuck said, we divide the period of time from the beginning of the world in creation until Christ not only is crucified and resurrected, but then returns in judgment on Jerusalem, in destroying Jerusalem in AD 70. And we say, okay, from creation to AD 70 is the big, sort of the big first period of time. That's when redemption is, the world is made, it falls and is redeemed. And we divide that into periods of 49 periods of time, and each of those periods of time, how long are they? I've forgotten 81. Now. They're 81. Okay, these are the 81 years.
Maybe the third.
Yeah. So we say this is really hard. It's really hard to keep track of biblical chronology, and one of the reasons being nobody likes to go from like 586 to 501, time going backwards, BC numbers. Most people do not operate that way. So we just say, well, God has told us when the world was created, and let's just count forward from there.
Anno Mundi.
In the year of the world, or year of the world. And then you can just go, then you can visualize. For instance, one of the very strange things is the this block representing all the time from creation of the world until destruction of Jerusalem. This top 3 rows of blocks, the flood is right here, which shows us there was a whole bunch of time before the flood that we don't know a lot about, and that's significant. Then we find right about in the middle we have Abraham, and then you can see where the Exodus was, and so you can visually know. And I've got lots more work to do, but you can visualize where all of these events took place in time, and then you can divide each of those blocks into the 81. And so if you wanted to really learn your chronology, you could just visually put the block, like where the fall of Samaria, Anno Mundi 3288. Well, you can visualize it's in block 41, which is diagonally out from the corner, and then you go, oh, it's about these are 9 across, so it's almost 18 years into that first block of time. There's a lot more. We got to cut these people off and let them
Yes,
go.
we do.
Yeah.
I will say this, a lot of times what I do is, when I did this at work, I would schedule one lunch hour to help particular people, so I
Mhm.
could come over in the afternoons and help you guys if you want.
Okay.
You know, I'd be more than
All right.
happy to do that. And I should mention, which this probably didn't get on the video, from Gregory the Seventh to the Russian Revolution, we go backwards through the Bible to formless and void. And what we're doing is we're bridging. We're going back before formless and void to, in the beginning God created, and we're being His image. And how did He create? God said, let there be light. And we're doing speaking.
Okay.
Thank you all for your patience on this. Next week will be much simpler. Because we will all have our questions. We'll have a week to do it. And we won't be, I don't know how I put all these together in such an odd haphazard form, but yeah. And everybody will get to talk. That's the beauty of it. We don't have to just listen to you and me. Well, you're good.
So
So
all
thank
of
you
the
very much.
people who have all on the list here
Yeah.
are responding to their questions that we went over tonight, or are they
No,
not?
we're asking new
So
questions.
this is just totally new questions.
Yeah, this is a new question.
So
We're doing this
coming
sort
up-
of twice as fast as it's
Yeah,
been done in
this
the past is the
supposed
thing,
to take
right?
8 weeks. Or,
Yeah.
We're
or
doing it
12
4.
weeks or something.
So we're both asking and responding
Yeah.
in the same night
Yeah.
rather than a week in
Yeah.
between.
Yeah, so we, in the future, we may do some 8-week
Yeah.
ones where you can ask the questions and then go home and
And what-
answer them the next
What
week.
we did in Opus 3 was that we would sit around and write down questions and hand them to other people, and then people say, I don't know what to ask this guy, and somebody say, well, ask him this. So it was more of a group thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right,
So-
dismissed.
The Lord be with you.